Michael Jackson's wardrobe was as legendary as his music, from the sparkly glove and single white sock of Billie Jean to the militaristic jackets of Dangerous. Welcome to Legend Story Vault. Today, we're tracing MJ's style journey from 1970s disco to 1990s glamour. We'll ask, how did an 11-year-old in bell-bottoms become the very first pop star to define what it meant to be a bona fide fashion pioneer? Stay tuned as we spin through the most iconic outfits, wildest looks, and the stories behind them. In the early 1970s, Michael Jackson was a teen sensation in the Jackson 5, and his outfits were pure disco fantasy. He rocked floral and patterned shirts, tight jackets, and wide bell-bottom pants that screamed 70s. On stage, the brothers wore matching Skittles-bright suits and platform shoes, choreographed as tightly as their dance moves. Even at age 11, Michael's curly afro and flared bell-bottoms became cultural symbols of freedom and style. He topped off many looks with a fedora or scarf, showing early on that every detail mattered, from tailored scarves to shimmering sequins. This was the era of disco boogie glam. Flashy color schemes, bold prints, and an electric youthful energy on stage. By the early 1980s, MJ had his own solo throne, and Thriller took his fashion over the top. In 1983, he debuted that candied apple red leather jacket with black V-stripes, an instantly famous look. As one fashion journalist notes, the leather-jacketed look from the Thriller video is one of Jackson's best known and most emulated. Along with the red jacket came the single rhinestone glove, black loafers with crisp white socks, and slicked back hair, each accessory imitated worldwide. Suddenly, every kid on the block wanted a red leather jacket, and clubs sold out of sequined gloves. The Thriller short film was a phenomenon. MTV aired it endlessly, and MJ's image, riding a motorcycle through fog in that jacket, became iconic. Even decades later, designers from Maison Margiela to Balmain have cited Thriller-era MJ as inspiration. The late 80s saw Michael pushing boundaries again. The Bad album, 1987, brought a grittier, rebellious edge to his wardrobe. In the Bad music video, Michael struts through a subway in a studded black leather biker jacket covered with buckles and straps. Fashion writers describe this moto-style jacket as achingly tough and as iconic as the song itself. He layered textures like never before. Zippers, epaulets, fingerless gloves, and even bandages on one hand. The overall effect was tough and futuristic, a far cry from the glitter of Thriller, yet equally show-stopping. Around the same time, MJ paid tribute to old Hollywood. In the Smooth Criminal video, 1988, he wore a sharp white suit, black hat, and a blue shirt, an homage to Fred Astaire, complete with a tilted fedora and spats. In the 1990s, Michael's style reached a new level of grandeur. For the Dangerous era, 1991-1993, he teamed up with high-fashion designers like John Galliano and Jean-Paul Gaultier. His outfits combined military formality with lavish decoration. On a trip to the White House in 1984, he wore a sparkly military jacket with gold epaulets and sash, later resurrected at award shows. On tour, jackets were embroidered with jewels, and many had the aristocratic flair of a general or king. Michael also loved dramatic stage pieces. For example, the black suit with a gold harness belt he wore at a 1993 Pasadena concert was pure spectacle. That very outfit would be famously reimagined by Beyoncé in 2016, proving its lasting impact. Even late in his career, he stayed bold. Remember the crystal-covered jacket at the 1997 Oscars? Each ensemble now came with its own story and symbolism, whether inspired by historical costume or futuristic fantasy. Michael Jackson's fashion legacy is still with us today. High fashion houses and pop stars regularly channel his looks. In fact, one fashion site calls him nothing short of a fashion icon, who immortalized military gear and those iconic sparkly gloves. Runway collections showcase jackets and belts that echo his style. For example, the Jackson 5's rainbow-colored suits would win them fashion favor today, according to The Guardian, since vibrant tailoring is trending again. More profoundly, Michael blurred gender lines in fashion. He famously said, "If fashion says it's forbidden, I'm going to do it," and regularly borrowed pieces from women's collections. His playful and fearless mix of masculine and feminine elements taught the world to rethink norms. As one commentator put it, fans and fellow artists wanted to imitate the king of pop's original fashion sense, because Michael was always fearless, pushing boundaries and daring to wear what no one else dared. From bell-bottoms to sequins, military jackets to elaborate stage suits, Michael Jackson's wardrobe was revolutionary. Every era of his career came with a new persona, and every look inspired a generation. Thanks for joining us on this fashion journey through MJ's life. If you loved revisiting these iconic fashion moments, don't forget to give this video a like. It helps us keep the Legend Story Vault alive. Got a favorite MJ look we missed? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing from fellow fans.